Hey guys. So, like my totally new look? Stiff and moves all in one piece. Fun stuff. And I think the back is doing some crazy stuff too. But all I can do is feel it. I can't really see it. It would be disturbing to have eyes on the back of my head. I'm not a monster, so I don't have those. So, I am up at bloody o'clock in the morning because I'm getting ready for a riding retreat in the beautiful state of Montana, which I've never been, actually. We're gonna be up in some cabins, and I actually don't know what's on the plate, except that on the 4th of July we will be dressing up and being a part of the parade, you know. And I bought my stuff. I'm gonna be fabulous for the 4th of July parade. And now I'm going to give you a sneak peek of what my bed looks like when I'm supposed to be packing. Let's see. Let's turn this. I don't know how to turn it around. It might not turn around. So, see, kind of give you a peek. My bed is messy. And I'm watching a movie, and I'm a mess. It's fun. See, this is my fabulous 4th of July skirt. I hate Walmart. Honestly, I think it's just because it's super crazy, and my husband calls it an evil corporation, and perhaps it is. But occasionally, like right now, while Kroger / Smith's in Utah, they've quit taking Visa credit cards, which we are like most Americans. We have a couple credit cards, but mostly we use it to transfer money. So it's a more controlled spending. My husband puts the money in, and I spend exactly what he put into the card. So it stays relatively paid off. Yeah, you know, and every once in a while we hit things. I mean, cursed medical bills, you know, it can't be helped. So occasionally I go to Walmart, and I had to finish getting the last stuff for my trip. And I needed to find something fabulous to wear. And I found some tank tops I was really in love with. But Smith's really sucked. And I came back later and got the tank tops there because I really didn't find anything at Smith's or at Walmart that I really loved. But when I was at Walmart, I found this fabulous skirt, which has, you know, blue and silver star layer. We got regular blue tulle, white tulle, red tulle, and I think we got some more blue tulle, and I just love it oh so much. So you top that with my fabulous 4th of July tank top. I've got a super cute little like headband with one of the mini hats. I'm kind of obsessed with those. I'm kind of obsessed with hats in general. And what else did I get? Oh, I got some dorky paper star glasses that will go over my real glasses. And that's it. I'm sure I could have come up with a million other things, you know, stuff to tie on my shoe, and I figure I'm good. If they present an award, maybe I'll win. I don't know. We're going to be at a small town. From what I understand, one half of the town sits and watches, while the other half is in the parade, and then they switch. And the half that started sitting, you know, goes, and it's just hilarious. I'm excited. I'm excited to get out of the house. I love my children. Never doubt that I love my children, but all moms deserve a break. They deserve some luxurious pamper me time. And I'm not just a mom, I'm not just a wife, and I really could use a reconnect to myself so that I can connect better with my people, with my cute little family people, and my sexy husband who I love more than anything. And sometimes he puts up with a lot of shit because of me. And not like me, but you know, health problems that eat up wazoo. Admittedly, I lately have kind of wanted to, retail therapy kind of a thing. But he loves me and he works super hard. So for the betterment of my family, it's good that I'm going to go take a fairly detached, I think we're no cell phone reception and minimal Wi-Fi, but I think we're kind of being told no Wi-Fi. I'm kind of okay with that. It's kind of the unplug, and we're writing, and admittedly, I have been terrified to jump back in writing. Ever since that teacher, so I had a teacher teaching a novel writing class, and I made it through the first semester, and after all the hoops I jumped through, got the codes to be able to come back in the spring, and I made it 3 more weeks in, and I thought, I cannot deal with this man. There is no reason you should tear down and make your students or make another person feel this small. You don't have to agree with what they're writing. You don't have to agree with their writing style. They aren't you. And you are supposed to be looking at it objectively and not personally. And if you can't separate the two, then perhaps you need to rethink teaching and where you are. And I know that everything I dealt with him really, in the other people who know him on a different level, in hearing what I've been through, I think it's made them rethink him as a person, because he's not a nice person. He's arrogant, and from day one, I think my personality, what I'm wanting in life, I think that all rubbed him the wrong way. And it wasn't something he could ever get past. So he made the semester and the 3 extra weeks miserable. And because of him, I have not been able to actively pick up a pen or type anything on my novel. I'm 160 pages, which, might go away. Some of them might go away, but that's a lot. That's more than I have ever written. And not that I want to be full of myself and think, oh, the world needs my story. Although, I am of the opinion, if you have something to say, if you have something to tell, why not? But I haven't been able to pick back up. I get incredible anxiety every time I think about it. And I'm hoping that something in this environment, being up with nature, being with one of my favorite people in the whole world. And actually, he connected me with someone else who's coming up, and she is another one of my favorite people in the whole world. I think she's going to be one of those that I fit into my very special circle of friends. And I'm hoping that being in this different environment with a teacher who actually gives a shit, who is putting in, he wants to help me get better, but he does it by, I don't know, just his way of doing it is so different. And when I was in Jeff's playwriting class, he's my absolute hero, and that's the first time I met him, he told me I officially got the award for the most rewrites, because I truly wanted to better my craft. I've written some short plays before, and I was having a blast, to be honest. It got frustrating, but I think writers, we all have time frame where we're, stressing, or the words just aren't coming out of our head to the paper the way we want it to. And so there's definitely was still frustration, but man, I was dedicated in getting those rewrites, and he joked that that I deserved the award for most rewrites, because it meant something to me. And that whole semester, he I don't know, he endeared me to him. There's a joke about getting the Metcalf minor, and I'm proud to say that I'm working on that. I've taken 2 classes from him. One was a year-long class, and I will be taking his young adult novels class this fall when I go back to school. So, anyway, I'm hoping this trip will rewire the negativity that I experienced, and I will get back to where I'm chugging away, because I have dreamed of this since I was a 3rd grader. So, like 8 years old. Isn't it about time I hit that and make my dream come true? What time is better than now? What day is better than tomorrow? What day is better than today? I need you to remember that. So do all of you. So, I hope to get some footage while I'm up there, and we'll post it up when I get back into town. So, peace out, guys. Love you. So, I realized I did not address the stiff fabulousness that is my hair. If you can see it. Hopefully I've got a good shot. So, this is not just me being gross. I decided that the blue was starting to fade. You go dye your hair, it begins to fade after, I don't know how many washes. And while I still had some cool blue lower locks, which is still they were lighter, much lighter when I started, my roots were starting to show, and I'm not as young as I used to be, and I'm always worried about finding that very first gray hair or white hair or whatever. No, I'm not really worried about it, but this is just hair. I can cut it, and I can shave it. I can, I love my parents, but I feel in some ways it was a very conservative as far as that goes. So there were no coloring your hair with Kool-Aid or spray color at all. So dyeing my hair anything other than a natural red was kind of off the table until I was 18. My mom actually helped dye my hair the first time I ever did it, and it turned out this really dark, burgundy red. Once it faded down, after a few washes, it was really pretty. That initial color, bleached all the color out of my face. It was awful. I just looked deathly and ghostly, and I guess I could have made a great, ghost, but... So I've dreamed for as long as I can remember of having blue hair. It used to be ethereal blue hair. So the super light blue that's kind of fey-like. And I still would love to try that. But I know that the upkeep on that is going to be a little more costly. So it might behoove me to wait until we're in a place that I can just throw money at my hair. But I was getting irritated. Now that I have gone blue, I really don't want to go back to my natural color, and I really don't want to go red. I love the blue. Could be fun to try some other colors, but blue really is my color. And so, because the blue was fading out, I happened to be, while I was at Walmart, I happened to come across, was passing the hair dye, and they happened to have a blue that was really similar to what I would do in the salon. And normally, I don't, anymore these days, I don't do box color. Just, I get a better setup when I go with my girl at the salon. But let's be honest, to go between $40 and $140 when I'm trying to pay for a trip to Montana and help pay for gas and everything else, kind of not necessary. It was kind of, that would be like way splurging. So I decided when I picked up this box for $1, or not $1, I would not buy hair dye that was $1. No, I bought it for $9.18. And I figured that was decent. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you could get better quality. I don't know. I definitely, my next coloring will definitely be done in the salon. But I was able to do this on my own. It's been rinsed. I washed it with, oh, look. We're finding a spot that's not very blue. Oh, well. I didn't expect it to be perfect, you guys. But, so yeah, it's been washed. I washed it with a little bit of shampoo, and then it came, the box came with like a packet of conditioner. It said to leave it at least 20 minutes, if not overnight. Well, I'm packing. So, it has officially, like I said, crispified. I have a crunchy head. Here shortly I will be going in and rinsing it out. And maybe I'll grace everybody with a shot of what my home box touch-up, how it turned out. So anyway, see you soon.